Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had just defended our village from the likes of Lord Shai. A very fabulous name, is it not? And so, we are going to head in here in just a second, going to make sure that no one else level up from our trainer skill. Yep, doesn't seem to be the case. And of course, we do have some Noldor units here. Not entirely sure if they will join us for this particular battle, but I think we'll be able to easily handle this fellow without too many difficulties. So, let's head on in. Okay, so let's see here. Are we able to do a good job? That is the question. Ooh, there appears to be an absolute stalemate when it comes to the battle advantage. 0 on either side, so we have 77 and they have 77. So, let's see if we can get a nice formation going on and get prepared for the inevitable charge that our enemies will maybe do. I actually have no idea. It doesn't appear as though they are willing to charge in the first place. Yeah, it doesn't appear as though that is the case. Okay, so we're going to be attempting to move our archers behind our infantry and maybe goading them into charging us, but they do have an overwhelming amount of archers as well, I would assume. So this is going to be rather amusing, I'd say. Now let's try and see if we can make any difference here. Maybe? No? It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. It seems like we are just going to have an archer war against this particular fellow. I am really quite perplexed by that, but what can you do, I suppose? We're just going to have to deal with it, I guess. And, oh, no, here we go, here we go. There we are. That's what we like to see. Yes, there we go. That's exactly what we like. Okay, so hopefully, I'm going to move my archers a little bit closer here. And I think it'd probably be about time to tell our infantry to charge in. Maybe. Yes, I think it might be time to do just that. And then we're going to try and harass their archers somewhat. Of course, it would actually help if I hit something, wouldn't it? Yes, there we go. Okay, there's a little bit of damage. Ooh, I say a little bit, but it's actually a huge amount. Very nice. And we can also charge our cavalry in as well. Probably would have been a good idea to charge them a little bit sooner, but that was my bad. We are still absolutely decimating his forces right now, so really nothing to worry about. And maybe, just maybe, we might level up from a couple more kills. It would be nice. Ooh, a Dashar Bladesman fell before us. And I was really hoping to get that kill right there. Oh, well, we got it anyway, but yes, I was hoping that we could get a really nice, smooth slash against him, but, well, obviously he decided that it would not be his time to die. And there we go. Ooh, very nice killing spree from Bertild the Moderate. It appears as though he may have to rename himself soon. Yes. Right now he seems to be quite moderate in his abilities, but he seems to be getting a little better. I'm actually really surprised by this. Okay, so yes, there we go. Lord Shai has been eliminated. Unfortunately, not being able to take him prisoner right now, anyway. And let's see. Is there anything here that we really want to take? Not particularly. I am going to be, well, apparently equipping a bunch of stuff for our companions. I'm pretty sure that was Julia? I'm pretty sure that was Julia. Yep, she has now taken a bow as far as I'm aware, which is fantastic because before, well, obviously we didn't have one for her. Oh, she's actually using a terrible bow though. That is really quite sad. Yeah, well, I think that's the best we can currently do. So nothing really too bad there. And let's just see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So there's the Noldor unit. Okay, so unfortunately, it appears as though I have missed the tournament at Elecray, which is exactly what I wanted to do, but obviously, as you see, I was too late anyway. I was literally here 4 hours ago, and it was still February 5th, and so, yeah, not great, is it? Ooh, what is this? A coven of assassins calling themselves Skyblades have been rooted out of Ishkoman and are roaming the desert, or Kishnoman, as we have now come to call it. So, let's head on over to Kishnoman, and we'll see what we can do there. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure if the Skyblades have any unique enemy names in there, like a named unit of some sort. But maybe we'll be able to find out. Ooh, No, yes. Daughters of Persino. Not particularly good for us. It is really spectacular to see an all-female army, though, I've got to say. That's actually really cool, because obviously most are either mixed or male only, so that's actually pretty nice. Unfortunately, it appears I am a little bit late. That's actually quite sad, I've got to say. It would be really nice if we could find them. I don't know where they went, though. Maybe they're not actually anything special, and maybe they're just a small band of assassins with 10 units in. And maybe I'm wasting my time completely here, but I was thinking to myself, maybe it would be an idea to try and track them down. Obviously, we are in enemy territory as well. We do have to bear that in mind, because, of course, yeah, the Deshar are currently against us. So, yes, let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so, unfortunately, the new mills that I purchased in Torba, at least, are now under sequestration. Instead of Singal, obviously. Singal was already built, but that was a new one anyway. So, yeah, we're not doing too bad in pretty much every town here. Unfortunately, I am unable to get an enterprise in Avendor up here, because, of course, Duke Brennus is not particularly happy with us. Ooh, it appears as though they are actually sieging up here. Okay, oh, well, maybe it would be a good idea to go and help them. Well, I was really wanting to find those Skyblade assassins. So I suppose what I'll do is I'll cut away, and maybe we'll be able to stumble across them? It would be an idea. Okay, so unfortunately, it appears as though I will be unable to find the Skyblade assassins. I'm actually quite perplexed by it, because I searched all over the Deshar territory. Obviously, I couldn't really search everywhere, but everywhere around Kishnoman, I actually did search. So, yes, it's a little bit unfortunate, really, because also I have not before encountered the Skyblade assassins. So it would have been really nice to see what kind of units they were, but, well, that's just how it goes sometimes, I suppose. Now, we do have a battle with Livia's ducks here against some Singalian slavers who are obviously trying to kill him. And we have 181. He was losing. He was actually losing, so he will be, well, forever grateful to us for our assistance, I suppose. Now, obviously, the Singalians are going to have a huge amount of cavalry, so I will hope that we can get our infantry into a reasonable position before it is too late. Also, it appears as though Livius Dux is putting his units at the front, which I have to say is remarkably brave of him, and I am forever appreciative of that, because obviously now he is taking the huge damage that otherwise we would have. So, yes, not bad, I've got to say. Pretty upstanding fellow by the looks of things as well. And also the fact that now I have no idea what I'm fighting. Yes, there we go. Okay, come on, let's take out these guys. Maybe. No, no. Yes, horse archers. No. Oh, no. I'm being shot from all over the place. And, yes, maybe it would be a good idea to get some throwing. Oh, yes, there's a throwing weapon. A hit. A hit with a throwing weapon. I cannot believe it. Absolutely amazing. Now, maybe. Well, this is amusing. Ah, that was a very close shot right there. Oh, I hit her horse at least. Okay, I suppose that's the best I can do right now. And we're going to be telling our cavalry to actually charge in, finally enough. Obviously, we do seem to have the upper hand here, and I'm going to get our archers onto the hillside here too, because that appears to be the only way we will attain victory without too many loss of life, without too much loss of life, should I say. And so, let's see now. Oh, horse archer. Yes, we took her off her horse at least. We're not getting too much experience here. I would like to get a couple more kills, but obviously the Singalians do have some pretty good armor on, so even though we are using a piercing weapon, it is not as damaging as I would have liked. Obviously, we are not really running as fast as we can, but that's mainly due to the mountainous atmosphere and territory that we have, environment, should I say more. And so, yes, that appears to be it. Yes, only 13, 12, 11, 10, in actual fact, units of the enemy remaining. And it appears that we will be victorious very, very shortly. There we go, take out that guy. That's what I call damage. Yes, that's what I call damage, 2016. There we go. And so, yes, there it is. 1 enemy remains. And that will be it. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so now I'm not really sure where we're going to be going after this, but I did see a couple of vassals that could potentially be our prey. And it would be pretty nice if we could do that. Ooh, it seems as though we are also now in good graces, well, neutral graces, shall we say, of Livia's Dux. So that's actually pretty good. And now let's see here. Anything else? Anything else that I really need to get? No, not particularly, but we are going to be equipping our companions with various bows, because of course we do want Julia to use a bow. And hopefully she's using a better one this time, because I think that the previous bow she had was a chipped one or a broken one or something along those lines, so it's actually pretty nice to see that she is using a better one now. And, oh, we actually have some errant knights right there, actually Silver Mist Rangers, one of them with 1 prisoner. Now, what? Okay, that's pretty impressive. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Oh, Caliph Barman. Let us see whether we'll be able to eliminate you. Don't serve any drinks to me, though, thank you. I'm not particularly into that, but let's see.
Why do you trespass in
Let's do it.
territory?
We're just trying to eliminate as many Deshar vassals as we can, because you never know, there might be an opportunity for us to take a castle. I have scouted around a couple of the castles, and they all seem to have around 300 units in each garrison, and don't even mention, some of them actually do have some unique troops as well. And as a result, it's going to be pretty difficult to maintain a foothold there if we do decide to maybe siege at some point as well. Because, well, we definitely need to get our own castle, that's for sure. It would be wonderful if we could do that sooner rather than later, of course, but, well, I'm not really counting my chickens. I really do want to make sure that we are steady in the amount of units we have, and, of course, to have a really good income. And right now, our income is pretty good. Obviously, we are getting some profit, even if we are losing in every single week and every single weekly wage. We are losing money, but we are gaining it from loot and obviously various other sources. So it's not too bad, but I would really like to be able to maybe foster a little bit more prosperity at Ahun. Maybe we'll be able to improve that somewhat. And I'm actually just going to charge our infantry in right now. It seems as though the enemy is not really wanting to do much. And obviously they do have some really nice mount stopping capabilities as well. So let's charge in our cavalry as well here. Ooh, that was a very large poleaxe there. Really did not want to get hit by that. But we are hitting quite a few different units right here as well. Come on, take him out. There we go. Maybe? No? No, apparently not. Oh, and apparently our horse is now crippled. Okay. Oh no. How dare you, Deshar Scorpion Assassin. Yes. Revenge is now mine once again. There we are. Very nice. Okay, now, if we can take out a couple more, I think we might actually get a level up, maybe. Obviously, as I did say, we have now leveled to 30, and that means that the experience gain is dramatically more that you require to level up. So that's pretty sad, I've got to say, but, well, that's just how it is, I suppose. Can't be too overpowered. And there it is. Not bad. And as a result of our victory, we have gained 8 renown, and that's actually pretty reasonable considering it is such a small army against us. Not bad. And we do get to take him prisoner too. Okay, and we can rescue some Deshar raiders. Why are we rescuing Deshar units from a Deshar vassal? Very strange. It must be that he fought a defector from another faction that actually left the Deshar themselves. So, yeah, that's pretty good, I suppose. Now, let's see. Anyone want to take anything? Not particularly. So I'll just take some loot to sell. And now we'll head on. Now, I did see a couple of vassals that actually had 100 or so units, so it would be pretty nice if we could eliminate them. I'm not too sure where they went, though. They probably ran into Torba or something. Yes, as we can see, we have a huge spotting skill, so we are able to see from very, very far distance. Ooh! Marius Imperator has been taken prisoner by the Deshar. Where? I have no idea where that is, but it might be next to that castle over there, because obviously they were attempting to siege it. So, we do have someone here with 95 units. We could potentially try and take him on. We do have 120 units. I'd like to level up a little bit, though, just beforehand. Yes, hero adventurer, maiden adventurer, fantastic. And let's try and get him before he gets into the castle. There we go. Okay, so let's see. 118 versus 94. We have a battle advantage of 2, so we do have many more, in actual fact. 20 or so more units on the battlefield. Gotta say, I'm quite confident that we will be able to achieve victory, but it has proven in the past that many vassals actually do have a somewhat surprising something, whatever it may be, but they usually have something surprising up their sleeves and are sometimes able to, well, actually eliminate many of your units without you even intending to lose so many in one battle. So, let's see if this happens this time. It's probably not, because we do have a pretty good setup right here. My infantry is actually listening to me this time because, well, I fought a couple of other things off screen, and let me just say that, yeah, the infantry is despicable. Is actually a terrible, terrible unit, because they just appear to be lazing around at the back of the army like our cavalry are doing right now, and they don't want to basically do anything when it comes to me giving them orders. So I've got to say that that's pretty terrible, but hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit of a change this time. I'm going to try and cut off their reinforcements with our cavalry right here, so that they are split up somewhat. Obviously, we do have a lame horse right now, which I did neglect to change, so probably going to need to do that in just a minute. Ooh, and Adonia has advanced to level 18. Fantastic. So we are just going to be leveling her up as well after this. Maybe we'll be able to take out a couple more Scorpion Assassins before that time. Ooh, we actually took out the vassal himself. He was running around on the ground like some common peasant. I have no idea why he was doing that, but, well, I suppose his horse was eliminated relatively quickly by our pikemen, or maybe by our Empire armored crossbowmen, who knows. But, yes, he is now eliminated. And he's pretty grumpy, I can assume. So let's see, are we able to eliminate any more high-value targets? Maybe that fellow? Ah, no. Unlikely. Feardsvane Heavy Archers? Okay. Well, that's a very strange unit to see here. And we have a huge amount of town militia and Pendor men and various other recruits. Just eliminate them as much as possible, of course. Oh, he actually blocked it. Props to him for that. He can actually live for that, because, yeah, blocking, pretty difficult, I gotta say. Oh, there's level 31, so we are leveling up at a pretty reasonable rate. I suppose it's all the Scorpion Assassin kills that we are currently getting. And, of course, we will be eliminating the last guy. Yes, maybe. Well, I'm not entirely sure. Did I? Wow. I did not even charge my infantry, so I suppose that might be the reason why we lost so many cavalry, but they are only wounded. So do bear that in mind. That's actually pretty cool, because now we can just rest up for a couple of moments and we're back to full fighting strength. And there's 13 renown, exactly what I wanted. Very good. A much higher renown value for that. And he did manage to escape, which I have to say is, well, disappointing to say the least. So, let's see. Anything else here that I would like to get? A Deshar Armored Hunter would actually be really cool. Yes, we're going to be taking that. And maybe using it instead, because obviously this particular horse can now restore itself. We have 2 of these Deshar Armored Hunters in actual fact. I'm going to use the Noldor Spirit Horse, seeing if we can heal that of its sway-backed nature by getting it injured, because of course we are just going to injure it immediately, because I run into everything. But there it is. Very nice indeed. So let's level up a couple of our units. Ooh, Scorpion Assassin. Thank you. Oh, yes. And Adonia leveled up as well. Now let's see. Oh yes, strength. Thank you very much. Oh, actually, wait a second. I'd like to go for strength, but I would also like to go for leadership, because she may very well become one of our vassals when and if we create our own faction. And that might be a good plan. So let's speak to this fellow and ransom him for 5,000 dinars. And then we'll level up Bertold here. What is he going to take? Well, that's the thing. We have no idea. I'd like to level up charisma to maybe get a little bit of a discount on our troop wages. So leadership, I suppose, is going to be the next thing we go for. And I'm also going to be getting some more shield. There we go. Fantastic. And so, there it is. Another episode of Prophecy of Pendor will be concluded here. And so I thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time.